And American Telugu Association. So I know a lot of you have also cancelled your spring break plans to attend this first ever event conducted. So thank you very much. On behalf of ATA and American Telugu Association and TADC, I would like to welcome all TADC and ATA families and honored guests and for taking time to attend this.
Please come on near the stage and lighting the lamp. And Preeti Anandula garu, please come here. Thank you all for lighting the lamp. Now Jyoti will sing song.
అయిందండి. One of the team
for our success and prosperous life. So let's start lighting the Jyoti.
Optimal well-being, integration of mind, body, spirit, oriented towards maximizing an individual's potential. See, we are not just saying that health, just is physical health. A person may be very fit physically, but if you're not enjoying the life, you're not getting everything out of it, that's not wellness. So there's so many aspects of it. So optimal wellness allows us to achieve our goals and find meaning and purpose in our lives. So in day-to-day things, when you see, unless, person who is this is what your boss is saying, that you've been working awfully hard lately. If you need a little fresh air and sunshine, go to www.freshair.sunshine. If that's what you're doing all the time, working up, you better have a talk with your boss and you better see what you're doing actually. So, you know what, that's a good question. Yes, you need to have your B complex, you need to have your vitamin D. Vitamin supplements are good, you need to take them. But dietary supplements is what I was just saying about. You need to take, actually you should go and have your vitamin D, B12 and folic acid checked out. A lot of people, you won't realize that you do have deficiency and we don't even realize that. Same with iron. So whenever you go for a test, just go ahead and ask your doctors to check you.
Hi doctor, I have a question about the portions that you mentioned.
Yeah.
You mentioned the deck card size of the meat. Do you have equal amount for vegetarians?
Well, same thing. If you think, if what you're
my experience. But by the end of the talk, I realized I actually give full marks to my parents. I stepped national boards that have got into a residency at a time when it was very tough. And after that, I completed 2 fellowships. I passed my boards. I received 2 promotions, first to assistant professor, then to associate professor. And all of these, they have their block. They have barriers. But yet we understand the barriers, and as women who've been educated and are trying to achieve things, you have to get through the barriers and achieve what you need to. But being a parent, you lived in villages, there are very few people living in the city, so there was a lot less exposure. I still remember being in the village once, somebody showed me a plane and said, that's the plane you're going to go to America in. And I thought, how are we all going to fit in that plane?
Pharmacy, Caremark, leads a large, very slow progress for women in corporate America. I'm sure these numbers will be a lot more for minority women. Where do you think the problem is? Let's start with strategies.
It's not just minority women who are underrepresented. I think women in general are underrepresented in corporate America. If you look at the number of minority women who actually stay past the middle of the pyramid, the pool gets smaller and smaller. So, women who climb up gets fewer. I think on 2 reasons. One is women self-select out of the system. Many women realize that the corporate dream
is really not their dream. And becoming the senior director, becoming the vice president, the senior vice president, the CEO, may not be that attractive anymore. And it's perfectly all right, as long as you're happy with that choice.
Being in IT is very challenging, and one thing I do want to look at the positive side of, I think Kiran, you mentioned an increasing percentage of women. I don't want to lose sight of the fact, at least, that we can celebrate. It's not going the other way, right?
అమ్మ అంటే ఆకలి తీర్చే హస్తం, అందుచేత 10 fingers for 10 cans of food donation అనే ఫుడ్ డ్రైవ్ని కండక్ట్ చేశాము. దీనికి సహకరించిన ఆడపడుచులందరికీ కృతజ్ఞత తెలియజేస్తున్నాము. అలాగే ఇంత మంచి అవకాశాన్ని ప్రోత్సాహాన్ని కలిగించిన ఆట మరియు టీఏజీసీ సోదరులకు కూడా కృతజ్ఞత తెలియజేసుకుంటున్నాము. ఇలాగే చాలా ఫుడ్ డ్రైవ్స్ మళ్ళీ ఫ్యూచర్లో చేయాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ.